And of course he will. Tom Cruise is going to walk in space. This coming to us from Variety, the studio has now confirmed that Tom Cruise will be the first civilian to actually do a spacewalk outside of the International Space Station for the filming of his movie because he's Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise has spent the last number of years developing a reputation of I'll do whatever. He hung off the side of a plane that was taking off from the ground, which was one of the most insane things ever. In that one Mission Impossible thing, he did the whole, actually, no visual effects. He actually was going outside of that tower where was it? Was it in Saudi Arabia?
It's Dubai.
Dubai, thank you. That's right. He was doing that. He did the Halo jump, of course, for the other Mission Impossible. In his Mummy movie, which, whatever you think about that Mummy movie, they literally took the plane up to the edge of the atmosphere to have zero gravity so they could have that whole thing and say, I mean, the guy's nothing he won't do. And now he's going to walk in space for this thing. Now, just before the show, Jonathan came into my office and we were talking about it a little bit. He goes, man, imagine what happens if Tom Cruise is doing that and he accidentally gets detached and he floats off into space. And I said, do you think that asshole wants to go out any other way? That's exactly how he would want to go out.
He would go out as a shooting star and burn up in the atmosphere.
And then come back.
Joke's on you, his home planet is out there.
That's right. That's right. So, I mean, I am not surprised anymore. Look, we joke about Fast and the Furious about, well, what can they do next? Go to space? I mean,
maybe that's how he'll get rescued by the Fiero with the rocket motors on it.
With the sealed plastic on the windows.
Yeah.
But seriously, what does Tom Cruise do after this? What can he do?
He plays Les Grossman again.
Yes, that's what I want.
Tries to shrink himself like Ant-Man.
But he's going into space. He's in his 60s now. Anyway, Christian, you hear about this? Any surprise at all?
What took you so long, Cruise?
That's the only thing is I'm surprised he hasn't done it sooner. Look, you're right. If you played a game and you said, all right, you have to guess, there's going to be an actor that actually is going to actually go into space. Who do you think it would be? No one would pick anyone else except Tom Cruise or maybe Weird Al. Other than that, those are your two bets. And this makes sense. It makes, as crazy as it is, it makes sense because he doesn't need to do it.
Oh, no.
Because he doesn't need to do it. But you're like, okay, that's the one where he's going to actually go to space. And instead of going out on an Amazon thing, he's going to do it for a movie and he's going to get people to go see his movie. He's not stupid and he's a darebevil. I mean, the guy lives for this type of adventure.
By the way, this stunt was insane.
Yeah, he's got something in him. If he wasn't a movie star, he would be this kind of Evel Knievel guy. He's got that thing in him. Like that some people just don't have it. He's got it.
Wait a minute. He's not going to do this Amazon thing. Let me just point out, who did do an Amazon thing earlier in the year? William effing Shatner.
He
went to space
but he's
before
80 years
Tom
old.
Cruise.
But he's 80 years old and he's
90.
90 years old.
90 years
right.
old. Tom Cruise is not going to do that.
No. I know that. That's what I'm saying.
Believe
He doesn't need to do it.
Dissing on the man.
I think that I'm dissing on him. Not at all. If he was 50, he'd be doing head spins on the moon. Kirk. So. But I'm just saying though, he doesn't need to do it that way. He can just go out and film a movie out there because he's Tom Cruise, the Top Gun guy.
I mean, look, I think that what's really interesting is that he beat James Cameron to the punch. I mean, who didn't think that James Cameron wasn't going to be the first man in space to shoot a film? But you know what's really interesting? I think if nothing else, Tom Cruise doing this with all of the vitriol that gets thrown around in our society, it's nice to have crazy people who are putting their money where their mouth is. They're taking their star power and literally turning it into star power.
Right.
I mean, I think that's actually aspirational. It's kind of cool. Yes, it might be frivolous. And yes, there are starving kids around the world. And yes, we probably should put more money into education. But maybe some kid now is going to look up and go, I want to be the next Tom Cruise.
It's a great point. No, but look what he did with Top Gun Maverick, right?
Yeah.
Like and look. Don't be surprised also when you say things like, absolutely, people are going to go, well, you could use that to do this instead of in solving this. The money that they also make from whether it's Paramount, there are charities and things that are put from that money that is made. There's things that they do, especially what Tom Cruise does as well. He puts money towards stuff as well.
Yes.
So, but nonetheless, what he did with those actors and pushing those actors to their limits, you can definitely say there doesn't seem like anybody was at major harm and everything too, and they pushed them to the limits, and you got the best movie out of it because of it. So I don't think it's just going to be a gimmick. He's going to push, and he's going to do what he's going to do, and he's going to make a bizarre thing. He just might not have the IP attached like Top Gun.
Yeah,
that's the only thing that I hope it's worth it.
I mean, and look, we've known for a while that they were going to shoot a movie in space. We didn't know he was actually going to go out and spacewalk. This is kind of crazy, but it is Tom Cruise. So guys, what do you think about this? Any surprise at all? Do you think like how much what does he do after this? He's going to like descend into a volcano. I don't know. Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, we want to take a second to thank the sponsor of today's video, Raycon. Now, you guys know I've been using Raycon as a part of my morning routine for a long time now. I love getting up, getting on my treadmill, pulling out my iPad and watching my favorite tech YouTubers like Linus Tech Tips, another good Canadian kid, by the way. And my Raycon wireless earbuds come through for me every time. Raycon's everyday earbuds look, feel, and sound better than ever. With optimized gel tips with the perfect in-ear fit, these earbuds are so comfortable and they will not budge. Trust me. My Raycons give me 8 hours of playtime and a 32-hour battery life. And one of the best things about Raycons is that they are priced just right. You get quality audio at half the price of other premium audio brands. It's no wonder Raycon's everyday earbuds have over 50,000 five-star reviews. And when I'm on my treadmill, the earbud tap functions help me stay hands-free and the noise isolation is fantastic. So guys, go to buyraycon.com today and use the promo code Campea15 to get 15% off your Raycon order. That's code Campea15 at buyraycon.com to score 15% off. Buyraycon.com, code Campea15.